You're listening to the Life Coaching Secrets Podcast, episode 120. Did you know that life coaches are needed now more than ever? I'm Frank Macri, founder of Thriving Coach Academy. I've trained over 1,000 coaches and helped them launch their own successful coaching businesses. If you want to make an incredible income and impact as a coach and have a lot of fun doing it, I'll show you exactly how to get it done. This is Life Coaching Secrets. What's up, coaches? In this episode, I'm going to talk about what to do when the demand for your coaching is too high. I'm going to share with you how to handle the overwhelm that you might experience when so many people are interested in working with you and you don't know what to do with all of them. Now, if you don't have this problem yet, that's okay. You can anticipate that this problem will eventually happen for you, and you could look forward to this problem happening for you. This is what we would call a desirable problem. In other words, it's a problem that, although it's stressful and although it could overwhelm you, it's really a problem that you want to have and you want to experience. We hear this problem happen quite often inside Thriving Coach Academy. We lay out a process for our coaches to go through that will allow them to start enrolling clients as they're on track to get certification. And we often have coaches experience an issue where they go from having a lot of spaciousness in their calendar to, oh my gosh, how am I going to fit all of these potential clients and all of these clients in? And it's a great problem to have, yet it could still create overwhelm the first time it happens. And I wouldn't want this problem to decrease your momentum and start to waver your power as a coach with the clients that you're already working with. So again, if you don't have this problem yet, I want you to anticipate that eventually it's going to get to a point. It's a problem you want to look forward to. And I also wanted to share this episode because I've made many episodes thus far on how do you start growing your practice? How do you start to take where you are now to that next level? But I haven't talked about the other side of that, which is what do you actually do and how do you manage your business when it really starts to grow and it starts to grow faster than you anticipated. So when our coaches in the academy experience this problem where the demand for their coaching becomes too high and they need to now make changes, sometimes this catches a coach by surprise because of the expectations that you might have around how long it's going to take you to be successful. And I hear this all the time. We have students, and when they enroll, they say, well, I guess it's going to take me probably 3 years before I finally am coaching full time. And I have several years before it's going to happen. And then once they're inside and once they're getting those results faster than they expected, they're happy about the results, but they're also like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect it to happen so quickly. Like we just had one of our recent students, her name's Hojiang, and she was expecting it to take her like 2 years or so at least before she'd quit her full-time career, corporate career, and transition into full-time coaching. And she was able to do that within 6 months into her training. So it caught her by surprise, and it allowed her to make a lot of different adjustments. But the reason I'm sharing this is because I want you to open up your mind to letting anything be possible. I'm not saying that all of these results happen for every single coach, but there are definitely possibilities that can happen for you that might surprise you in the best possible way. So let's talk about what do you do when your coaching demand becomes too high. Well, first I want to go over what are the signs that this is happening for you. Well, the first and the most obvious sign is that you don't have space for clients in your schedule. Okay, your availability is becoming very limited. You have people that are interested in having consultations with you and they're interested in working with you, but it's hard for you to find time slots because your schedule is packed to the brim. You might also have your demand being too high. Another sign is if you're feeling like you're getting exhausted and burnt out in your business because you're coaching so many people at once. So there could be an increasing amount of stress that's coming And that could be a sign as well. Another sign is if you find that you're neglecting your personal life because you are spending so much time coaching clients in your business. So if you find that maybe there's been a strain in your personal relationships or other areas of your life and your well-being is being impacted, this could be a sign that the demand for your coaching is too high and you're over coaching. You are coaching too many people. And then of course, and this would be very unfortunate if it happens, but perhaps because you're coaching so many people, you're finding that your coaching services aren't as powerful as they were. You might find it harder to give certain clients the attention that you used to give them or that personalized support that you know they deserve because your client load is so large. Okay. So if you notice any of these signs, then it's very important that you address them. And I'm going to go over a handful of different strategies that you can consider. You don't have to apply all of these, but even by incorporating a few of them, it's going to help you handle a high demand coaching business that you are currently running. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you are prioritizing your existing clients. Okay, so you might get very excited that so many people are wanting to work with you and you might be wanting to take all of them on and just, even if you don't know where they're going to fit into your schedule, you just want to say yes to all of the people that are wanting to work with you. And that might cause you to neglect some of your existing clients. So you really want to put your current clients first. Make sure that you are giving those current clients the attention and the support that they need. Okay, you want to make sure that you maintain that powerful and strong relationship with your existing clients because this is what's going to benefit your coaching practice in the long run. So check in with yourself and see how well are you currently honoring your existing clients, right? Before you even think about taking on new clients. And this is a great question to have as your business grows, even before it gets to the point where there's too much demand for you to handle. You want to make sure that as you're taking on more clients, it's not going to be at the expense or at the effect of your current clients. Okay, so that's strategy number one. Make sure you are prioritizing your existing clients. Number two is creating a wait list. Okay, so a wait list, as it sounds, is when you put your potential clients on a list, and when that list when you have spaciousness in your calendar to take on new clients, you go to whoever's on that list and then you reach out to them and see if they'd like to get started with you. Okay. So let's say that you're having, maybe you in your life right now with your schedule and the way you want to live and run your business, you have space for 10 clients. And then you hit that goal and you have your 10 clients. Okay. And then you have another person who's interested in working with you. Well, instead of trying to move things around and squeeze in an 11th client, which you know is not going to work out for your lifestyle, you know that that's going to impact your existing clients because you're going to be less focused in those other sessions. Rather than trying to squeeze that 11th client in, you would tell that new client that you're going to do is add them to a wait list. And as soon as a spot becomes available in your calendar, you will reach out to them and let them know. And make sure you have a simple way to track who is on your wait list. So that way you can go through that list one by one. Okay. So if you don't already, you want to have a simple process in place for when your coaching practice is full. Rather than turning away someone completely, let them know that you're going to add them to your wait list. Okay. So that is the second strategy. Number three, it might be time for you to raise your prices. Okay, so when the demand for your coaching becomes so high, but the supply is low because you don't have as much, you don't have more supply that you can offer, then it's time to balance that out. So you've got to raise your prices. Higher prices for your coaching is also going to signify the value of it, and it's going to attract more committed clients. And if you've been a long-time listener of this podcast, you know that one of the strategies that we teach very well in the academy is how to sell your coaching for a premium. And we talk about the difference between being a traditional coach who just charges a cheap hourly rate, and that's unfortunately how a lot of coaches are trained, and being a premium coach. which means you have a signature high ticket offering, and it allows you to attract those really dedicated clients that are looking to have that deep transformation. So when you raise your rates, you are going to filter out those people that are just looking for some kind of quick fix, or they're not really looking to make a significant investment in themselves. And you're going to attract a different type of client. You're going to start, when you start raising your coaching prices and getting into more of a premium level investment, like $5K, $10K, or more per client, then you're going to start attracting those people that want more of a process, more of an investment that's going to transform their lives. Okay, so it's likely time for you to raise your rates. And I also want to say that sometimes when people hear, oh, okay, when my demand gets really high, then it's time to raise my rates, you might assume that that's the only time that it's okay for you to raise your rates. And this also is not true. Okay, you can decide to raise your coaching rates anytime you want, for whatever reason you want, or no reason at all. You can just do it. So you don't have to wait until you have a full practice. But certainly when you do have a lot of demand and not the ability to offer the supply to meet that demand, then it's time to consider bumping up those prices. All right, the next strategy is to consider offering group coaching. Now, when you get started, it's very likely, like many coaches, you will be working with your clients one-on-one. And one-on-one coaching, it's amazing. I have done one-on-one coaching for many, many years. Now it's very, very rare that I would do any one-on-one coaching, because so much of what I've offered for years is group coaching, where you have many people in a group session at the same time, and you're able to support the group, okay? Inside Thriving Coach Academy, we do provide you a bonus training on how to do group coaching, if that's the way you want to scale and grow your business. Because there's going to get to a point where you can only take on so many people, right? You only have so many hours in a week that you have available for your business, whether it be part-time or full-time. So you don't want to limit the possibilities there. So for example, if you have 10 hours a week that you want to be working with clients, this doesn't have to be 10 clients that you can work with total, okay? It just means that you have 10 hours that you are devoting to coaching, okay? So you might have, for example, instead of having 10 clients, like let's say that those 10 clients have paid you $5K each, okay? So that means you have $50,000 that you've earned from these $5K clients. So you have 10 of them. And this is the cap in which you can earn in your business, because this is the most number of clients that you can work with. But to really scale this, so that way the sky is the limit, and to exponentially increase what you're earning and also the number of people you're helping, you can offer group coaching. So instead of working with 10 clients, each of those clients get the 1 hour time slot with you, you can work with just 5 clients one-on-one. So that becomes more of like a premium or a VIP offering. But what you start your new clients with is a group coaching container. And maybe that's not the same investment as your one-on-one work, right? Perhaps you have the group coaching. Each client is paying you $2K to be in the group. And then those members of the group, if they decide they want to work more intimately with you, then that would be the next step for them to take, hiring you as their one-on-one VIP coach, and they're your VIP client. Okay, so this is a way that we see a lot of our coaches begin to structure their business, especially as it starts to grow. You start people in the group, and then they can elevate and ascend up to that VIP if they want to have more of that one-on-one personalized connection with you. Okay, so going back to the money math, right? Let's say you have those 5 clients that you work with VIP, and that's 5K each, so that's 25K. But then you have now 5 hours that you could be running groups, and you don't even have to use all those 5 hours for group sessions. You can just have one group session, and you can have 20 clients in that group session, and you can be charging $2K. And you could easily see how this is going to scale your business, right? You can have multiple groups going on at once, or you can just have one. So play around with the math and play around with how many hours you want to be coaching, and you can decide how much of that is going to be your one-on-one time with clients and how much of that time is going to be group work. So offering group coaching is a great way to accommodate more individuals and not compromise the quality of your service. Okay, so group coaching can be just as powerful, if not more powerful, than one-on-one work. Okay, and it can also be a more affordable option for potential clients. Really, your one-on-one work, that's going to be the highest form of value that you could really offer, that dedicated attention to someone. So this is often why we see a lot of our coaches offer a group option and then a one-on-one option. That would be a higher investment. Okay, so that is the fourth strategy, offering group coaching. The fifth strategy I'll go over is to consider hiring on associate coaches. Okay, so if you got a steady stream of clients and you can't meet that demand on your own, consider hiring associate coaches to join your team and work under your guidance. Of course, make sure that these coaches are well trained and that they share the same coaching philosophy as you, so that way there's alignment. You might consider taking your clients that have successfully gone through coaching with you or completed whatever, if you have a coaching program and they've graduated from that program and they've been very successful, you might consider having them coach your current clients. Okay, so this might be a time for you to expand your team and hire on and take on associate coaches. So that way you're having more coaches to meet the demand. And again, similar to one-on-one to group coaching, you can have those that work with perhaps when they're deciding to work with your company and hire you, they could decide to work with an associate coach, which could be one investment, like maybe that's $5,000. Or if they want to decide to work with you, then that's going to be $10,000. Okay, so there's a more of a premium put on working with you as compared to working with one of your associate coaches. And it gives people that option to decide what's going to work best for them at that time. Okay, so that is the fifth strategy. Number 6 is to automate some administrative tasks. So I made an episode relatively recently called How to Delegate as an Entrepreneur. And it's all about looking for ways to delegate or automate and streamline different tasks you have doing the behind the scenes stuff running your business. So think about what are those activities right now that you're doing that you can easily automate, or you can pay someone, an assistant, virtual assistant, to do for you. So that way you can free up some of your time. Okay, there's likely for many entrepreneurs when they get started, they wear all the hats, they do everything, and you want to keep your energy focused on the tasks that really utilize your strengths and also yield the highest return. So if it's something like scheduling clients and confirming consultations with clients, or confirming sessions with clients, or scheduling an email to go out to your list, or putting together and scheduling a social media post, or editing a podcast episode, like certain things that you look at and you go, is this really the most valuable use of my time? What would it look like if I could delegate this or automate this task so that way I have more free time? And then you could easily free up maybe a few hours a week, and that time can be used to take on more clients, okay? So that is strategy number 6, delegating and automating some of the more administrative tasks, okay? Those could be the hours that you really need to meet some of the high demand that you have for your coaching. All right, next, this is a big one. Number 7 is to look at the way that you're marketing and branding yourself, because you want to look for the way you're screening your clients. So I'll explain about more of what I mean by that. So the clients that you have right now, you want to think, how ideal are they for you? Okay, you want to make sure that you are marketing yourself in a way that really attracts your ideal clients. Okay, so when you have a lot of people that are working with you, right, are these clients really a good match for you? Okay, there might need to be more of a screening process for you to ensure that you are only working with those clients that are an amazing fit for you, your coaching style, your program. So you want to look at the way that you market yourself and the way that you enroll clients. How is there any way that you're screening them right now? So that way you are attracting those clients who resonate with your coaching approach and will therefore have the best outcomes through their work with you. So this means sometimes saying no to potential clients. Okay, this means that you might turn away some potential clients with love because you'd rather have that spaciousness for your calendar than just taking on everyone who says yes. So remember, when someone decides that they want to work with you, that doesn't mean that they automatically get to work with you. So what kind of screening process do you have right now? Do you have some boundaries in place? What is it that you want to make sure you see in a client, and what are the signs that a client might not be a great fit for you? Okay, so there might be some opportunity for you to have more of a balance there. And of course, if you ever turn away a potential client, you can do it with love, you can do it gracefully and professionally, and you could simply say to someone, thank you so much for sharing. As I've reviewed my notes from our consultation, unfortunately, I'm not going to be the best fit for you, or my coaching program is not going to be ideal for you, and I wish you the very best. So you can keep it very short, sweet, professional. Look at the ways in which you are marketing yourself right now, and when people are having consultations with you or just enrolling in your program. Like maybe you don't have a consultation, but people just go to one of your sales pages and they click a button and they're all of a sudden now your client, right? So perhaps there can be some kind of application process that's included there before they get the ability to work with you right away, to really make sure that they are the perfect match for you. Okay, so that is strategy number 7. And those are the 7 I've got there, but I want to share one tip overall, and that is to just take care of yourself. Okay, so when you notice that the demand for your coaching is so high, you could easily go from 0 to 60 and get very overwhelmed and exhausted. And you remember that you can pause in any given moment and breathe and prioritize your self-care. Okay, make sure you have a balance for yourself. Avoid overworking yourself just to accommodate more clients. You don't want to burn yourself out because that, of course, is going to negatively affect your coaching practice. So make sure that no matter what, you are taking care of yourself. So in summary, the strategies to consider when your coaching demand is too high is to prioritize your existing clients. Make sure you're doing that. Create a waitlist system. Raise your prices. Offer group coaching. Hire associate coaches. Delegate administrative tasks. Create a screening process for future clients, and also taking care of yourself throughout. These are the things that you need to do when your coaching demand goes too high. And remember, managing high demand is such an amazing, desirable problem to have. So kind of celebrate that too. Look at this. This is so amazing that you have such a high demand for your coaching. And also it does require strategic decision-making on your part to make sure that your coaching practice remains sustainable and successful in the long run. Okay, so that's what I've got on what to do when the demand for your coaching is too high. Thanks for listening. And before you go, here's a quick snippet of one of our students who have gone through Thriving Coach Academy. What's really cool is when we have students enroll, I was talking to someone earlier today and she was saying, I've been through a lot of research in this process of finding a coach training program for me. And she's like, something I really appreciate about your school is how genuine the people are in those success stories. And I'm like, yes, I love hearing that. So if you normally just kind of skip through or think whatever, I really want you to take in the stories because they're super inspiring. And they're there to support you and help you know how to be successful as a coach. So enjoy our student story, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a life coach. I started life coaching pretty much immediately right after I finished college. I started this program in January, and at that point, I was unemployed and I had just switched from nursing and I decided to get into life coaching. So now I just started my life coaching business, actually. So my hesitation for investing into TCA first was the price of the program, but I did know at that point that I really did want to become a life coach and learn about it. I just realized like I could choose to either go after what I really want in life, or I could choose to continue to do something else that wasn't really fulfilling. And I realized, I had gotten into the point in my life where I was done waiting and that it was time for me to really go after what I really wanted. And I'm so glad that I did. What I really liked about TCA is that not only is it about life coaching, but it really teaches you the business aspect of it as well. And I thought that was really valuable. I didn't realize how interactive the program was going to be. And I love that. We get so much practice, we get so much value. And Frank and his team are all so amazing. You can tell that they really care about you and they're not just, pushing you through the program, and they create a safe space for you to learn and grow. And it's all really amazing. I would say my biggest win so far is just the confidence I've gotten since being in the program. When I first started the program, I was really nervous just to even start coaching. But now I'm confident in my coaching and I'm confident in putting myself out there, which is just huge for me. So I really appreciate all of the confidence I've gotten. Being able to interact with people and to tell them that I'm a life coach is really amazing. And yeah, by putting myself out there, it opens up business opportunities. So I have no doubt that I'll be successful in that as well. I really do feel like life has opened up for me since I've been in this training. There's just so much value in this program, like even more than I could hope for. So I would say that this program is totally worth it. And even more, they're so supportive and they really set you up for success.
Hey, would you like access to powerful coaching tools you can use on yourself and clients right away? For being a listener of the podcast, I'm giving you a VIP guest pass to get a sneak peek into my coach training program. Inside, you'll learn our coaches' secret tool they use to transform their clients' lives. And you'll also get a training on how to launch a coaching business. Just head over to www.thrivingcoachacademy.com/VIP to get started. I'll see you on the inside.